Hello student, here I'm going to talk about the subject deep learning. I am Kamlesh Raghuvanshi, HOD CSE IML. Now I would like to start the presentation of the deep learning. Here we discuss what is deep learning. Nowadays we have heard about the AI, ML and DL everywhere. Their three technology are related to each other. We can say ML is a subset of AI and DL is a subset of ML. Now we are going to discuss the definition of deep learning. Deep learning is a subset of machine learning and artificial intelligence that uses multi-layered artificial neural network inspired by the human brain to learn from large database. This is known as deep learning. Also we can say this allow computer to automatically recognize complex pattern in data like image, speech, text, enabling them to perform tasks like image recognition, natural language processing and speech recognition with minimal human intervention. Before going to next, first we discuss the history of deep learning. It was first introduced in 1943 by McLauch Pitts proposed a highly simplified computational model of the neuron, or we can say an attempt to model a brain. So after that there are so many researches done on the deep learning. You can see here. Now in the first 1943 McLauch and Pitt introduce a simple model called MCP neuron. This is an attempt to model a brain cell, or we can say a simple binary classifier with fixed base. There are so many limitations. It is a linear classifier. It can model and or gate, but cannot model the XOR gate. The weights were not learned. So after that the new research work done in the deep learning. It's known as the perceptron. The perceptron, a foundational element in deep learning artificial neural network, is a simplified model of biological neuron introduced in 1958 It serves as a basic unit for more complex neural network architecture. But this is a this is also a binary classifier. It can also modeled and or gate and or gate due to their limitations, or we can say it is a linear model. It is a linear model. There are so many components you can see in this diagram. The x1, x2 and x3 are the inputs, and w1, w2, w3 are the fixed weight, are the weights, and these are the sum of weight and bias. After that we can use activation function that produce the output. One by one we will see the all the components of perceptron. This is an important model, and this is the mathematical model of perceptron. Here y is equal to f sigma wi xi plus v, where f is a step function. Step function are the simple activation function. We will see in next unit. And the learning rule of this model is known as W new is equals to W old. Alpha is a learning rate, or here the target minus output. Target mean that the actual value, and output is the predicted value of the model. So these formula we can use when we want to update the weight in the learning phase or in the training phase. The key innovation is adjustable weight. Adjustable weight. These are, it can model the AND OR gate, but the limitation is it cannot solve XOR problem. These are the simple linear model. Due to their limitations and capability, next invention of DL about DL came out. So we discuss next this is called multiple layer perceptron. Multiple layer perceptron is a non-linear decision model. You can produce the non-linear output by this model, or we can say these are the collection of perceptron. These are the collection of the perceptron. So we saw in previous video, we discussed about the sigmoid neuron. Sigmoid is a activation function, or if we want to achieve non-linearity in your model, then we can use sigmoid neuron function. The formula of the sigmoid neuron function is 1 divided by 1 plus e power of minus z. Z is the uh, sum of the input weight and bias. So after that, here we discuss the backpropagation algorithm. It is one of the important algorithm in deep learning, machine learning, or we can say the heart of the neural network training. The core idea about the backpropagation is efficiently compute gradient using chain rule, or we can say by iteration. By iteration. So here the algorithm of the backpropagation. First, we compute the prediction of the model. Then we compute the loss function of the model. After that, according to the loss function, we compute the gradient of the model. These are used to update your weight and bias. The weight updation formula is there. You can use this formula when you want to update your weights via gradient mechanism. These are the iterative procedure. So now we can say the computational efficiency of the backpropagation is order of n square. So next we discuss about the gradient descent variants. So gradient descent is the optimizer in deep learning. The optimizer is an algorithm or the model we can use to optimize, or you can find the global minima by this gradient descent. Global minima is the value where there are three types of gradient descent mechanism: batch gradient descent, stochastic gradient descent, and mini batch gradient descent. These are the slow procedure. These are the slow procedure. Nowadays we can use the advanced optimizer. There are so many types of advanced optimizer. One is Momentum, RMS Probe, Adam W. So these are all about the deep learning. Now here we discuss one of the important algorithm or the method that is used in deep learning. We are the weight initialization method. Starting from network, why initializing matter? So number one, poor initialization, the vanishing and exploding gradient problem may arise. And second one is affect convergence speed and the final performance of the common method. So these are also an important part of the deep learning. Thank you.